What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I'm back again, baby. A little bit after 8 o'clock. Actually, it's 8 o'clock on the dot, baby. Let's go. I just talked to you a little bit ago about the Arizona Cardinals. We went behind enemy lines, got to know everything about them. I had talked about them possibly signing Matt Amendola to the practice squad. They went ahead and did just that. They actually cut Andy Isabella. So I will update that depth chart and all that great stuff for you. We'll talk about it tomorrow with the injury report, all the things that go into it. We'll talk about the Eagles injury report. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of information people are looking for with Slay and everybody. So, yeah, tune in. But I appreciate you taking the time tonight, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this tomorrow, the next day, whenever the hell it is. I truly appreciate you. But we've got a little bit of news here. So why don't we jump right into it? The Eagles signed kicker Cameron Dicker to the practice squad. I know he looks like he is about 11 years old, but he's 22. So he is a rookie, undrafted free agent, and I'm going to show you the little bit I have on him here. But this is obviously precautionary. Jake Elliott injury may be a little bit more serious. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe they're just bringing him up just in case, and then you can activate him to the active roster. You don't actually have to put him on the active roster if anything were to happen to Jake Elliott. Maybe it's only a week or two, so you don't have to put him on IR. You just elevate this guy a couple times if it need be. But you can do those things. So that's why you sign him to the practice squad. It doesn't mean that Jake Elliott is definitely out, but we'll find out what that injury is. Now, I had mentioned 22 years old, 6'1", 216 pounds, a little size for a kicker. Out of Texas here, undrafted free agent by the L.A. Rams. And he also was on Baltimore's squad this year, but obviously he wasn't beating out Justin Tucker, did not make it to the practice squad, whatever. So here he is on the Philadelphia Eagles practice squad. We'll take a look at his college numbers. And 60 for 79 in field goals. That's a 75.9%. And then 206 out of 210 when it comes to extra points, 98.1%. Now, this kid also last year, actually, I think it was the last 2 years, was punting, and he was doing it pretty well. So kid can do it, both of those things, and he's also a really good place kicker. So he's got a boot on him. Dude can nail the 50-plus yarders, but you can see the accuracy. Might want to work on that. Now, maybe with the right coaching, hanging out with Jake Elliott, you never know what it could do for somebody. So, hey, look, when Elliott got here, it was like, wait, what? The guy from the Bengals? So, I mean, it's really just, it is what it is, right? Called for Dicker after he was released by the Rams. No doubt, my man. I wanted him, brought in his competition for Sippos. Yeah, Sippos is not good. We've talked about that. But, yeah, he will hopefully push Sippos, but he will be emergency in case of Jake Elliott. So love it, my man. That's a smart move. And they're putting him on the active roster Sunday just in case Jake Elliott. Well, like I just said, if they need to, they will elevate him. I know that Kaplan said he's on the active roster. He is not on the active roster, and there's no sure thing that he's actually being elevated. So you actually have to wait to get that news on Saturday. But if Jake Elliott's not ready to go, this kid will be kicking. So I'm all about it, man. Dude is third worst in PFF grades for punters. One of them means crap, but he has the fourth. Yeah, we all know Sippo sucks. Definitely, Sippo sucks. But now, in a corresponding move to free up that practice squad spot, Dalton Keene was released. Now, I had to do a little bit of digging on this one for myself because first I saw Kaplan saying he was on the active roster, and I was like, I don't think that's right because someone would have had to have been released. So found out the truth, and it turns out that Cameron Dicker was signed to the practice squad and Dalton Keene was released. I did not see that out there. So just wanted to make that known that it is the practice squad. So those were the corresponding moves. You see Dicker now on the squad, Keene off of the squad. So Dalton Keene was the kid we brought in a few weeks ago with Auden Tate, ex-New England Patriot, but really didn't see much coming from him, so not a big surprise here. Best of luck to you, Dalton. Now, let's take a look at the updated practice squad for the Philadelphia Eagles. We know that Britton Covey is now on the active roster. We obviously just got rid of Dalton Keene. So let's take an updated look here. You see, you've got a couple receivers. Well, you got a few actually in Devin Allen, Deion Kane. On tape, maybe you could try out a little bit at tight end. He and Noah Togiai going through the practice reps. Then you've got some offensive linemen in Roderick Johnson, Tyrese Robinson, Cameron Tom, Jared Williams. So you're stacked there with offensive linemen in case you need to bring somebody up. And then you got a running back in Kennedy Brooks. The defense, Andre Sacheret was brought up. He was needed. Nickel corner, free safety, special teams ace. Then you've got Christian Ellis, Goodrich, Mac McCain, Matt Leo, the player exemption program, international, obviously, so he does not count. That's why you see 17 players here. Davian Taylor and Marvin Wilson rounding up the defense. And now Dicker on the practice squad. So there is your 17 men on the practice squad. It's 16 that are allowed to be on it. But in case you don't know, the international player program allows these certain players to be on a team or practice squad without them counting against it. So that's why we have 17. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen, a big boot. A guy that, maybe in his time here, filling in for Jake Elliott, as Alex had said here, maybe he can push Shippos. We've all been talking about that. Don't even care at this point. It's just like beating a dead horse. We talked about it all off season. Apparently the Eagles didn't want to do anything about it. And look, I'm very excited about this team. But as I talked about, that was the biggest hole, the return game and the punter. So special teams is very important. The Eagles decided not to go with that. But here we are, Dicker in the building. What is going on, my man? Fuji doing well. Hope you are also. Hope you're enjoying this 4-0. It was a pleasure coming on your guys' show not long ago, trying to get people turned around, trying to get people on board with what was coming, man. So I hope people are changing their tune. Hope you are well. Nice to see you, my man. Bleeding Green, let's go. You know it. Hopefully you guys were able to check out that video earlier. Behind Enemy Lines, broke down everything from the Cardinals. But that's all I've got for you right now. Just wanted to talk about this move. Special teams ranks last, third, PF. Yeah, good old PFF. It's been a disappointment. Yeah, it definitely has, my man. It definitely has. Let's go. You know it, Fuji. Let's go, Birds. I know I'm excited. I know the media is trying their best. They are really mad. They were wrong about the Eagles. We didn't get Deshaun Watson, all that stuff. But don't listen to it, man. They're going to try to pinpoint anything. Let them complain, dude. We're building something magical here. Now, like Alex said here, but the Eagles refused to do this offseason was add to the special teams unit. So that's their own issue they've got going on. Offense and defense are rolling. So luckily, you don't have to worry too much. But, man, you never know. In a game, it could become very important. So something I've talked about for months upon months now, ladies and gentlemen. So, hey, maybe Dicker can show something in the punt game, and this is a little blessing in disguise. Let's go. You know it. What about the Gunners? What about them, my man? I like what we've got going on with our special teams unit in that sense, but the punter, returner, not a big fan of it. I love Sacheret. Sucked he didn't make the roster, but loved seeing him out there on Sunday. We can even get special teams to an average level. Yeah, I don't think we even need it, though. I'm okay. I still think we're a Super Bowl contender. Obviously I felt that way for a year now, and you see everybody getting along on it. And it's like, this is what I've talked about, even with the holes in special teams. Look, you're not going to be 100% perfect. And look, as much as it's annoying, I get it, man. We put our resources into everything else. But hey, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. But I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time tonight. If you have any questions, any comments, you have anything you want to add onto this about Cameron Dicker or Dalton Keene or anything about the Birds, you let me know, ladies and gentlemen. I think Devin Allen as a gunner helped Sippos in preseason because he's fast down the field. Yeah, Devin Allen was good as a gunner for sure, but he's definitely not going to make the roster as a gunner. So he's going to have to kick it up a notch everywhere else if he ever wants to make this roster. But yeah, man, he was definitely good as a gunner. Just checking to see what you think about that unit. Hey, I like them. And look, I think that, I'm not here to complain. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just answering the questions here, man. I think that overall, the special teams unit is all right. It's just with the punter, bro, that's pretty important. But if you're not punting much, then I guess good. But in the return game, I guess if you're not letting other teams score, that's good. But the punt return, I guess he's good at, catching the ball. He did have that muff, but we'll see. And of course, my man, of course, ever have any questions, you can always ask. Just hard to imagine they could sign a punter off the street or take it. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. There's really nothing we can do. So I complained about in the offseason, but at this point, You know what I mean? Complaining is just going to, I'm not going to be part with the media. I'm going to get excited, try to get everyone else excited as I've been for a year. So I'm with you, brother. I am 100%. I am 100% with you. It's just, what are we going to do at this point? You know what I mean? Who? Dicker? You know, that's where we're at right now. So I hear you. Didn't want us to take a punter in the fourth or fifth. Just, yeah, you guys heard me laughing my ass off when they were saying about the douche god. I am not big into anything like that. I said, even if they took him in the seventh, I'd be like, that was laughable. But that was the people that didn't know what a multiple scheme defense was and thought Jalen Hurts couldn't develop. So you got to take the things that those people say, not even with a grain of salt. You just kind of got to throw it in the trash. Covey was so good at his punt returns in college. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. I agree with you. And you never know what these guys are going to develop into. And him being thrown in the fire, I feel bad for him, but I think it's the best thing for him. So let's hope that Covey just continues to grow because the dude's elusive, really fun to watch. You guys saw the undrafted free agent videos. So it was a great stuff, man. But yeah, you like that, dude. Yeah, F that guy indeed, man. Trying to stop swearing and think now that I'm over 1,000 and like whatever the hell that means, it like definitely watches me like a hawk, the music, the swear, everything. So but yeah, he's a D-bag, man, for sure. But that is all I've got for you, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else under the sun. You are all awesome, and I love each and every one of you. This is what an intense offseason it was, but I still can't believe 4 games in that this season's even starting. And I'm like, this is heaven right now. I'm on cloud 9. I mean, I know I said we would go to the Super Bowl, but this is better than I thought, man. This is seriously better than I thought. We are steamrolling, dudes. And remember what I've said. We're not even clicking on all cylinders here. Wait till the defense, the offense are all in the. I just really think better things are coming. Better things are coming. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got for you tonight. Hey, I hope you do too, man. Love the Jimbo. Alex, you have yourself a great night. Stay safe out there. And everybody else bleeding green and whoever else, I can't even remember because I'm a High Plains drifter. But if you commented, Mike, my man Fuji's in here. Anthony was in here. I know maybe somebody else, but I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. If you're watching this later, you know you can always comment down below. Always down to talk some birds. So let me know your thoughts, or you can check out the Behind the Enemy Lines video. A lot of content in 20 minutes on that one, but I hope you enjoy that one. Would love to hear your thoughts. They did make a couple roster moves. I'll update that tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. We'll have all the injury reports for both teams tomorrow, so tune in. Top 10 will be Thursday. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all have yourselves a great night. Stay safe out there. And as always, go Birds!